Facts, 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 facts. Okay, so the food, the art, the clothes, we put this on. Found out the hacks, but anyway. Fuck it, we gon' put this on our head. We in your city, pull up where we at.
And that's facts though, I talk factos. That's J Babe, I go Astro. Floating focused on my cash flow. We plant star seeds to make the grass grow. I'm a real floater, I do what I wanna. Stack in the winter, sunbathe in the summer. My chakras align and I shock them like pop. Only pop with your knowledge, your nigga is Pablo.
At these events, I'm a god to my people. Got out the streets, yeah, we dodging a Rico. Game of roulette, I'm a casino. The game wasn't fair, yeah, the odds wasn't equal. Squad got the Chico, my squad got the Chico. Game in a drought, yeah, they starving the people. Blaming it doubt, make it harder to eat, yo. Not a placebo, that's not a placebo.
The food, the art, the clothes, we put this show on the road. The Vatican getting exposed. You better stay on your toes. Rebo, till in the land, focus on the ego. Open my heart, let go of the ego. Facts.
And that's facts though, I talk factos. That's J Babe, I go Astro. Floating focused on my cash flow. We plant star seeds to make the grass grow. I'm a real floater, I do what I wanna. Stack in the winter, sunbathe in the summer. My chakras align and I shock them like blunt. Only pop with your knowledge, your nigga is Pablo.
At these events, I'm a god to my people. Got out the streets, yeah, we dodging a Rico. Game of roulette, I'm a casino. The game wasn't fair, yeah, the odds wasn't equal. Squad got the Chico, my squad got the Chico. Game in a drought, yeah, they starving the people. Blaming it doubt, make it harder to eat, yo. Not a placebo, that's not a placebo.
The food, the art, the clothes, we put this show on the road. The Vatican getting exposed. You better stay on your toes. Rebo, till in the land, focus on the ego. Open my heart, let go of the ego. Ran out the grind, I'm stacking up these C-notes. Facts, facts. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. Found out the hacks, but anyway. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts.
Started in Richmond, art of my district. Heart of the mystics, started for biscuits. Father the isfits, martyr the misfits. God is my witness, God on my hit list. Moving the weight, we started with fitness. Moving with State Street, art of the riches. Give me the blues, my heart is in Memphis. It's part of adventure, started my venture. The F is for food, the A is for art. The C is for clothes, I'm playing my part. T is for tech, I'm playing it smart. S is for shelter, I stay in the park. Acres or acres get lost in the dark. We playing a part, we playing it smart. Facts, facts.
Okay, the food, the art, the clothes, we put this show on the road. The Vatican getting exposed. You better stay on your toes. Rebo, till in the land, focus on the ego. Open my heart, let go of the ego. Ran out the grind, I'm stacking up these C-notes. Facts, facts. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. Found out the hacks, but anyway. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. We in your city, pull up where we at.
It's a movie, it's a movie.
Peace, peace, y'all. Peace to the family. Peace, peace, y'all. Peace to the family.
Bang, 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 bang.
Dom the Marco. Dom the Marco.
Peace to the family. How we doing on the audio? How we doing on the audio? Yeah, man. Where's Black Light at, man? Black Light, my brother, my audio engineer. I need you to pull up in a motherfucking Uber, my brother. It's serious. You know what I'm talking about? Shit is real. Okay? We need you to pull up ASAP if you're watching it. My brother, just let me know what I need to do to get you to the studio so we can fix this audio situation with this goddamn machine. But we back, man. We in the building. We are here. Welcome to another episode of Third Eye Thursdays. This is your host for the evening, Brother Red Pill, reporting live and direct. What's happening? Was really good. Was popping. You know what I'm talking about? Where y'all been? Huh? I've been in the building. Where y'all been at? You dig? Let's do this roll. We'll get this out the way. We got Modesto, California in the building. Shout out to Modesto. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Modesto. We got California in the building. Khalifa up in this thing. Yang yang in this thing. Shout out to California. Oh, man. I'm going to show a video about a lake in California before the night is over. Blew my mind completely to smithereens. Damn. The things that you learn on TikTok, I promise you. Portland, Oregon, Dayton, Ohio, New Zealand, and DC up in the thing. What up, DC up in the thing? Norfolk, Virginia. Norfolk, Virginia. Shout out to Norfolk in the building. Shout out to the VA family, the DMV family, the DC, Baltimore, Maryland, all of y'all. Salute. You know what I'm talking about? Peace. And we have New Orleans up in this thing. Shout out to New Orleans. Shout out to the A. Shout out to Spartansburg. Shout out to the Virgin Islands. Shout out to V-Town, Cali up in this thing. Where the fuck is V-Town at in Cali? Huh? Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to the New Black Wall Street up in this. I can't let the sound effects, because when I let the sound effects off, for some reason it mutes my mic. So insert the sound effect. I have some very now that you shout out to my brother Jefferson in the building, the clothing brand Athletics and whatnot. Give me 1 second, y'all. Kansas City, Missouri. Shout out to Kansas City, Missouri. Alabama's up in this thing. Oh, that's Vallejo. Okay. Shout out to Vallejo. All right. You should have said that from the beginning. Shout out to Vallejo. You know what I'm talking about? Is that where Mac Dre is from, or one of those rappers? You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. All of my Patreons. Let me throw the banner up there. Let me run the banner. Y'all been pulling up to Patreon like your life depends on it. And I appreciate that. I like that. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I really do. That means that y'all betting on yourselves. And when you bet on yourselves, you make me go harder, because I'm like, damn, I'm around a group of people who care about themselves. You know what I'm talking about? That activates me. Yeah, South Central, Los Angeles, Crenshaw and Slauson. Y'all up in it, y'all beating people up in the Crenshaw Mall. Slow down at the swap meet and whatnot. They got the brother looking like man. Beat him bad. They beat him bad. Mac Dre all day. That's right. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, Mac 10 is from Vallejo. Yeah. 40 Water. You know, 40 Water, either he's born on our birthday or the day after. That's one of my birthday twins, along with Boozy Badass and Gary V and King Charles. You know what I'm saying? November 14th, Scorpion Kangs up in this thing. You know what I mean? We all born the same day. Yeah, Mac Dre, Jacksonville, Florida. Yeah, turn down the murder count, Jacksonville. 704. Mm-hmm. Where La Russell from? Vallejo? Is that's where Russell from? La Russell? Vallejo. Mac Dre from Vallejo. And E40. Well, Vallejo, y'all legends and whatnot, because you know, those are legends right there. You feel me? Those are definitely legends right there. We rocks with them on the East Coast. It's 40 water all day. You know, yes, Boozy is definitely my evil Kermit twin. You know that if you ever see me interviewing Boozy, that means I've come full circle and the countdown has begun. You know what I'm saying? When I run a when you see a Boozy Badass interview with his doppelganger Red Pill, then you know the countdown has begun. Him and Gary V. Who do y'all think I should interview first? Who do you think would be a better interview, Gary V or Boozy Badass and Red Pill? Who do you think? I'm wondering. You know, I'm not the best interviewer in the world. That's not my superpower. But you know, I'm engaging. You know what I'm saying? If I'm really into what you into, you know, I'm engaging. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely engaging. You know, me and Boozy will turn. I'm drinking some plum wine before I sit down with Boozy. I'm just gonna let y'all know this. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting sober red. You dig? You're not getting sober red. I'm smoking Godfather blunts. I'm gonna drink a whole bottle of plum wine, or maybe some what's the other one that the Ethiopian, some honey wine. I'm not gonna drink no liquor, no brown liquor with Boozy, because you know we might leave the interview and catch a charge together. I'm not doing shrooms with Boozy. You know, I don't do shrooms with other men. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna just drink me a whole bottle of 99. You know what I mean? It gotta be. It can't be no hard liquor, because you know, like I said, we'll f around and get canceled from the whole internet, because I'm gonna go crazy with him. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go crazy with him. I don't listen to all of Boozy's music, even though I like that shit that he have. We gonna shut this shit down, shut that shit down, and shut that shit down. You know what I mean? I like that. But yeah, we might do some fentanyl together or something. I don't know. We might pop a pill. I don't know. I'm just saying. With Boozy, you got to go to the darker end of the earth. Why can't you do shrooms with other men? Yeah, that's not a man thing, fam. Like, not doing shrooms. You do ecstasy with men sitting around you, family. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? I'm good. I'm good. I don't like doing no type of, you know, nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. We can smoke a blunt together. We can smoke a Godfather. But Boozy has hints of street consciousness. You don't gotta be super duper conscious, right? You don't gotta be super duper conscious for for you to sit down in front of me. You know what I mean? I'm bilingual. You know what I'm talking about? I'm bilingual, my genius. Like I can give it to you how you give it up. You know what I mean? I can meet you on your vocabulary level. You know what I mean? I can match wits with you. So I would talk to him because he has what I call street knowledge. You know what I mean? He got old man wisdom. You know what I'm talking about? Even though I don't agree with everything that he says, and I don't have to, I'm not obliged to, because we don't necessarily come from the same cloth. But yeah, he on his fam. Come on. I'm gonna make you quiet in a minute because you're asking some weird ass questions, bro. Don't let me put you on quiet time, please. My goodness. Yeah, Prada. Yeah, producer Prada. He's the truth. There you go. Time out, man. You need to sit down and just relax, bro. God damn. Boozy is your alter ego. Yeah, man. Boozy is weird. Yeah. That's definitely my dark hermit, yo. That's my dark hermit. Interview Kevin Gates. Big pause. Nah, I'm good on that. My goodness. Big Pausington. You know what I'm talking about? Big Pausington. But yeah, man. It's a lot going on right now in the world. If you had the opportunity to see the video that I uploaded, what I considered the precursor to the show, you know, I had a real thorough conversation with my good brother NKIRU, who is going to be joining us very soon and whatnot. And I brought up some of the unavoidable stories that are in the timeline that revolve around this shift in economics that we see taking place. You know, this is something that is going to affect the children's children more than likely if money is still around while they're around. But this is definitely something that is going to have to, you know, we're going to pay attention to. We're not going to ignore this one right here. You know, what they call the Great Reset is actually taking place as I speak to you. You know what I mean? The world is resetting. There is a new world order. And when I say a new world order, what I mean is there are new players on the world stage that are not affiliated with America the way that we were, quote unquote, raised to see and believe ever since I was a tyke or a youth or a young man and whatnot. I've only known a world where America has been the superpower of the world. There was nobody that even was considered to be their equals. I never fell for the USSR Crappington. We was at Cold War with them. They was the ops. And based off of the pictures that they would show us, nobody wanted to go to Russia anyway. You know what I'm talking about? Unless you was, you know, trying to show off your Sherlin and your goddamn and your fuzzy and your Ugg boots and whatnot. Nobody wants to go into Siberia. It was not attractive, and we damn sure didn't want to move to China. So America has always been the land of milk and honey and the final destination for a lot of people. Now there's a shift taking place, and it appears that the countries conspicuously who haven't fallen underneath what we would call the doctrine of discovery. You know, these are countries that are not necessarily, well, Brazil is one, you know, that would have to exclude them. But these are mostly brown countries or countries that don't necessarily, because I don't even consider Russia to be the most European Nordic country out of all of them. There's so many others that come before them. But there's a lot of provocation taking place and people are asking questions, and we're here with a few answers and whatnot. But today, or tonight for that matter, we're going to have a conversation that's going to deal with economics. As you can see by the title, it says the economics will be digitized. And if you are kind of lost as to what that means, at the end of this show, you will not be lost. You will be more informed than you were before you entered in here. So you know me, I'm long-winded. I could talk all day, but I'm not finna do that because I have our guest in the building. So without any further ado, family, it's been about a year and a future, you know, a little bit of change and whatnot. It's been about a year, but rightfully so, you know, all good things come to those who wait. The last time this brother was on his platform, he basically prophesized the economy that we're currently in right now with the crash of crypto, amongst other things. And it's only right that we bring this brother back on the stage to do what he came and did a year ago. And that's to give us some very, very thoughtful insight, right? So we can have foresight moving forward. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you my good brother, the horologist NKIRU.
Yes.
Peace.
Greetings. How you doing there, brother?
Man, great, brother. How are you?
All is well. All is well. Good to be back on. Appreciate the opportunity once again. Yes,
you
sir.
already know. You already. It's only right. You feel me? It's only right. You know, you are needed. Your presence is needed. Your voice is needed. Your insight and your outlook is also needed. Me and you've been building behind the
Yes.
scenes for a while about your return.
Yes.
And you know, I love when things work organically. So organically speaking, this is the proper opportune time for you to come forward and speak to us. So how you been?
Man, everything is well. Everything is well. Still here in Brazil, enjoying life and just, getting it on, shifting gears. I told you earlier it's going into autumn here, but it's still warm and just in.
Dope. Uh-oh. They had you frozen for a minute, my good brother.
Yeah, I got you. I'm back on now. Yeah, sorry about that. A little buffering, but I'm on.
Doing Disney Pixar time. Frozen 2.
Yeah, but everything is good. I'm playing out here in the garden and got some pumpkins growing and papaya and so it tunes right into your presentation of economics.
Right. Dope, man. Dope. So we're gonna get right into it. What has been going on since we last saw you? About a year ago, we did a workshop. We brought about 150 of our KT Alien audience to the workshop called the Precious Metals Workshops. Let's give them a quick debrief of exactly what it is that we covered about a year ago.
Yeah, I turned off my other electronic. Maybe it won't stop buffering. Okay.
Yeah. You good. They like, yo, they need you to come through in HD because you got the glow. You got the Leroy glow. So like the glow shining through the buffering, but they need to see, you know what I mean? We need we need it clear like a Mid-Journey picture.
Gotcha. Yes, sir. We in there. So, it like Brother Phil was saying, it's been a year and some change since I've been on, and it's so much, it's been happening. Our last event, the Power of the Precious Metals, phenomenal, class act and some very class act people. I want to say that, we had some great giveaways, and the people that came through and the people that followed through, keeping the frequency, buying the precious metals, is so much progress. And as we continue to roll out what we're rolling out, we're going to bring some receipts and testimonies and all kind of products, things that's been created throughout the year. So I'm very excited to share these things.
Dope. Beautiful, man. So real quick, what's going on in the precious metals market these days? Like, where are we at compared to 1 year ago, 13 and 12 months ago? Where would you say the market is at? Is it in a bear market? Is it a bull market? Is it quiet? Is it dormant? Like, where is the precious metal market right now?
Yes, so it's very interesting times. We are definitely in a bull cycle. It's actually a bull flag. And we're going to go over that, under our patrons class that we're going to introduce. But it's been consolidating for the last year and a half, silver, gold, and platinum. And now we're right there at the threshold of the breakout. One of the things that pushed the breakout or kind of preempt the breakout was the banking situation. And I know we're going to touch on that. But before I go into that, I just want to go back to the title a little bit. And it's very interesting. You brought up that economics. And that was one of the last things I was talking about when we got cut off on Instagram.
Yes. You made a
Yes.
great analogy, my brother.
Yes. So economics stems from the word ecosystem, and that is nature. So I was Gina Page is the founder of African Ancestry, and her and I was dating for several years, about 3 years, and she has a PhD in economics.
Right.
And when you go to African Ancestry website, you'll see a silver pendant, and we put this project together. And I talked about it. Is basically when you run your DNA, it comes back. Say Cameroon and Nigeria, you can buy a pendant and they'll highlight that area where you're from, and then they'll put your tribe and all your information on the back.
Oh, yeah, that's
of
fine.
this, of your pendant. So AfricanAncestry.com, and so we put that together, and basically it came from I started talking to her. I said, well, you know what records your DNA, and I said, well, silver and gold in your body actually holds your recorded DNA. Gold holds the most data out of all the precious metals. So that started the conversation and started that project. But her father is a PhD in economics.
Right.
And I asked him, Mr. Page, what's the golden rule? And he said, the person that owns the gold rules.
Right.
So I said, how much gold do you have? He said, oh, about an ounce or two. But my point is that economics starts with the precious metals. It starts with the ecosystem. The gold comes out of the dirt. The silver comes out of the dirt. The platinum comes out of the dirt. The periodic table, AG47, the copper comes out of the dirt, Cu29. So all of these elements from the periodic table comes out of the dirt. That is the foundation of economics.
Hold on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There we go. That's the foundation.
Yeah, go ahead.
Of economics. You missed the bomb. So as we create this foundation and build it on silver, gold, and platinum, and all these precious metals, and study it, and study how nature reacts to it. Like I said, I have pumpkins growing, I have papaya, a cherry tree out here, a grape tree. So it's all mixed together. It's just not one crop growing one thing. It's an ecosystem. So An ecosystem has to have many characters, a blue pill, a red pill, a Phil, an NKIRU, a Steve. It has to have all of these characters to play a role in there. But the key that the plants is flowing from the ecosystem. So the roots are going into the ground, connecting with the precious metals, the minerals, with the sun, with the wind, and with the rain, and growing. But the roots are going deep into the ground, connecting to the minerals. And based upon how deep those roots go, is based upon how high and how much fruit that tree will bear. So the ecosystem starts with the precious metals. It starts with farming. It starts with saving our seeds. When I eat fruit, I throw my seeds, most of my seeds, into a jar. It starts from the basics of understanding how things grow from a seed.
Right.
And when you plant it in that fertile ground, which is precious metals,
right,
then you're able to grow and blossom into other things like we do in the economical system of this digital age that we're in.
Beautiful.
Foundation.
Right. Okay. I like the analogy. So you're basically saying that the quote unquote collecting or the compounding of the precious metals would be the foundation. It's almost like, you know, the mycelium network that that the trees and the plants and the horticulture and everything and the agriculture is connected to. Right? I think you frozen again. We got to unfreeze my brother. We gotta have to unfreeze my brother, man. Give him a minute. Keep in mind he is in Brazil. He's in the mountains as well. It's not like he's in a city, so he's a little bit off the grid, you know, somewhat. So we gotta, you know, keep that in mind. But he'll be back and whatnot. Yeah, so we getting into the ecosystem of economics. Okay. Yes, combining the earth and the numbers. Economics. You know, let's really ponder that. Let's really begin to think about that. For everybody that talks about how broke they are, and everybody that's always inboxing me with the worrisome, with the trauma bonding text messages and shit like that about this, these dead presidents or this debt note that's falling and dying, and people are attaching themselves and identifying with that, you know, and that just goes to show me that y'all are not focused. You know what I mean? Whoever's rolling like that, you know, you're still a slave, you know, respectfully, but you haven't learned shit, you know, pardon my French, on this good Ramadan and whatnot, but you ain't learned a goddamn thing if you are identifying the falling of a goddamn dollar, the fiat, with the ending of something that you had going on. You know what I mean? I don't get it. But anyway, let the brother continue.
Yes, thank you. I kicked all the way off. So, you know, the finale of that is, you know, like I said, when you have that foundation and those roots are planted with precious metals, it's easier to play into the stock realm of whatever you want to play in. You know, you shouldn't be on the stock floor if you don't have precious metals. Let me say that again. You should not be playing in the digital stock floor if you don't have precious metals, because you're a weak tree. It doesn't matter how much fiat that you're bringing in. Your tree is weak if it's not grounded with those precious metals. So that leads me right to the segment of the banking situation. So you have 3 banks in the last month that went through this whole turmoil. You know, you can say failing, or you could say a lot of mishandling with funds and things of that nature. So you have Signature Bank, starts with an SI. You have Silicon Valley Bank, starts with an SI. And you have Silvergate Bank. You have, and then Credit Suisse. So you have those 4 banks. But listen to the language of the banks. It's always an undertone double talk. All of those banks starts with silver, SI. And the one, the Silvergate, is really saying that the gate is open in silver. So those that study decoding and metaphysics, there it is right there. The reason why those banks have failed or going through turmoil is the same thing. Their economical roots is not attached to precious metals. The central banks are hoarding precious metals. Russia, China, you name it. Brazil, they're hoarding precious metals. Gold, silver, platinum, JP Morgan, all the big banks. So they're going through a process of swallowing up these regional banks, because this is the process that they're going through. You know, the same thing as when this whole C thing was going on and they shut down all the small stores and only Walmart was open. They swallowing up all the small stores. So half of them didn't open up. So now this is a process. They're going through the banks and swallowing up the regional banks. But what's happening is
big bank take little bank.
Big bank take little bank.
Yeah, you have it.
You know, and big bank is holding precious metals, and so little bank is not holding, but that is changing. In Tennessee right now, they just passed a law that Tennessee State can take a huge part of their budget and buy precious metals, and this happening like in 4 or 5 states, most of it in the Midwest.
Right.
So the rednecks, they ahead of the game.
Because they the ones that got they the ones that know, and they not having it. Like
no, they're not having it. That's right. And they know.
Yeah, they're gonna pull that flag out with the snake on it. They
storm
the Capitol, they not playing. Andrew Data Jacksonians and stuff like that. Yeah, so they'll turn up. So they give them what they give them their provinces, like, here, you eat and be quiet.
That's it. So they understand the process of nature. Most of them on farmlands and things like that. So they get it. But what's happening is it's turning. So you're gonna see a lot of these regional banks turn and start building themselves up with precious metals to be more attractive, because the regional banks is the core of the community.
Right.
You know, all the commercial loans, 75% of that is coming from the regional banks. It's not coming from the big banks. You know, they know what's going on in the town. They sit down with the president. He knows he's building churches. He's doing this. He's building farms. He's passing out currency like he's supposed to do. So the turn is that now we have to come in to our own sovereignty and have our own precious metals as individuals and be our own bank. So in this workshop that we setting up, this subscription that we're setting up, and brother Phil got the Patreon up, we're going to be going through 3 major things. 1, building your precious metals bank.
Yes.
Physical, getting that stacked up, how to build it, how to stay consistent with it. 2, growing that tree from that precious metals bank and going into the cycle, the bull cycle that we're in with the mining stocks, the royalty stocks, how to play it, how to catch the wave, how to know the cycles, how to read the charts, what time frame.
Froze again. Yeah, let the brother I had to take it off the screen. Let it unfreeze. Here we go.
Yeah.
You back.
Yeah, thank you. I'll be sure to get next time, be sure to get closer to the Wi-Fi downstairs. But
yeah, I know.
Thirdly,
you immerse yourself in the radiation sometimes to be clear and shit.
But. Yeah. So, and thirdly, we'll be going into how to create income streams with your precious metal bank.
Dope.
You know, how to use it. It's so many ways how to use it. It's so many ways to act as a bank. It's so many ways to distribute your own currency in many ways. And then all the applications, how to use it, to actually use applications to build things, purify water, many things. So we're going to get into, you know, all of that. There's so much to unfold. We got a couple tiers to offer you all. Yes, sir.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. The good brother NKIRU, he will be back on our platform. I am so proud to announce that the good brother will be coming back to Know the Ledge. And we're going to be featuring him on a weekly basis. Okay. The good brother will be on Patreon, right? Behind the paywall. You know what I'm talking about? Where we'll be delivering a plethora of our considerably what we call KTL alumni, our illuminaries. All right. This is going to be a $44 tier for anybody that wants to become a Patreon. This is for you. Okay. This is for you. Patreon link is in the bio. And of course, it's right here in front of you where it says Patreon Red Pillar. All right. If money, or I don't even want to say money, if economics is your love language, if precious metals is your love language, if multiple income streams is your love language, if converting your crypto into another type of asset that will actually, you know, be a little more safer, if that's your love, yeah, well, then we would invite you to join us, okay, for our weekly. We're going to do it for the month, right, of both April and May. The brother is going to help you swim through these choppy waters. He's going to help you navigate through these choppy waters, so you're not at the behest of mainstream media and the games that they play, and you're not left out there what we would be considered with your head in the sand, right? So this in particular should speak to anybody that was a part of that workshop, right? Anybody that showed up a year ago. We don't want to be sacrilegious. We don't want to be blasphemous. We want to pay homage to the fact that the information that was given to you a year ago, you know, you should have got taxed about $1,000 and more for that, right? Because that's something that people would sit around in conferences, you know, and you would have to pay a big ticket to get that type of information. So for those of you who are part of that, you know what I mean, here goes your teacher. You know what I mean? This is the good brother who got you right. So we're back to get you even more right in a time where even more opportunities have suddenly opened up, and in a time when you're either going to be confused or you're going to be focused, and you're going to be laser sharp, and you're going to be able to execute while people are panicking and whatnot. You feel me? You're going to be able to shoot in the gym while people are lacing up their sneakers running out of the gym. So that's something that we have to offer. You know, as always, we also incentivize our audience and our quote unquote members and our students to, you know, benefit off of what it is that we're doing as well. You know what I mean? We incentivize. So we come with gifts. So I'm gonna let the good brother share with you what it is that he's offering to the family out there.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. We like to keep, you know, things going within the circle. So we have for several things. Last year we gave away some silver mask pendants. We have the silver mask pendants coming back. So we want to do something special tonight for the 10th person that sign up for the class. We're going to give them a silver mask. And those that was tuned in last year, you know what I'm talking about. It's on the website. It sells for a couple $100, and that's going to be kickstarting it. The 100 person that sign up for the actual class is going to get 10 ounces of silver. So it's going to come in the grain form, you know. So we have other things we're going to unfold with some watches and very special gifts for some ladies. We really want to.
They're casting him for Frozen. You know what I'm talking about? Frozen 3.
On that, we want to pull on that.
You have froze for like a minute. You might want to.
Okay.
It's about
thank you. Yeah, we want to pull on that feminine energy. So we're gonna have some special gifts for the ladies that's gonna be signing up for the class. But this time frame that we in is so important because the wealth transformation that's happening right now is basically is splitting the middle class. So you have to make a decision. You're either going to go upper or you're going to go to the lower part. And the key to all of this, precious metals is wealth. So if you want wealth, you just go directly to the current, directly to the energy, silver, gold, platinum, and you begin to accumulate that, because that's wealth. And that's a formula, and that's a code that we have to reprogram ourselves to go directly to the current. And then we can build on many other things. It's much easier. It's much stronger. So, those are the things, we're gonna be blessing people with. The time frame right now, I can't stress this enough, is that it's so many people. I'm in this business for almost 30 years.
Yes.
So when I talk to the bullion dealers, when I talk to, I sell grains myself, when I'm buying, all the dealers are telling me since the bank failure 3 weeks, a month ago, their business has went 300-fold.
Oh, of course. I can see that with my eyes closed. I could see that with my eyes closed. I already knew that the precious metals was about to go dummy. Yes, no more middle class. The middle class is being strategically wiped out. So it's either you will be a quote unquote bottom feeder, right? You'll be part of what is known as the bottom, the bottom class that Claude Anderson predicted. And it's not a color thing, because they don't care about color. It's about class at this point. You'll be with your quote unquote allies. You know what I mean? You'll be able to kick it with your allies while y'all chilling your burlap suits, like you in Zion or something in the Matrix, and eat, oatmeals and oats. You know what I mean? That's what they're projecting for the future. As you could tell with the fentanyl crisis and some other things like the Jabbington, their people are expendable. You was led to believe that it was always a white versus black thing. You were always led to believe that it was a color thing, and it was really not that. It's more of a class thing in what is known as America. They welcoming in all kind of people into their upper tiers. It's who could play the game, and their whole thing is that they taught you, how to be a worker. But there were other ways for you to learn how to get out of the matrix, and their whole mind state is it was out there.
Yeah,
they didn't connect with the right networks, or they didn't read the right blogs, or they wasn't listening to the right people because they were too busy listening to the bullshit. So they eat bullshit. You know what I mean? And that's their mentality. They wash their hands, and they don't feel no type of way about it. They sleep real good at night. For everybody that's like, what about their karma? They don't have karma. They don't have karma. Karma and commerce is tied in. They don't got no damn karma.
Yeah.
You busy thinking, oh, karma's gonna get them, and karma whooping your ass. Your karma is because your ass made the wrong decisions in life. Because you was running around thinking because you was a certain type of way, because you looked a certain type of way, or because somebody told you that you had strikes against you, your ass internalized that. That's your karma. And your karma is you made decisions based on that. So now you are, quote unquote, part of that class that has to pull itself up out of the, I'm sorry to say, but there's a sunken place. And it's more mental than anything.
It's all mental. And I had to go downstairs, so
you better
next round I'll have the stage set up perfect. But it's definitely a class situation. It's a wealth transfer, and the game, we have to recognize that life is a game. This is one way to look at it. It's a video game, and it's a sport. Life is sport, and you have to get into your best shape. Eating right, in nature. Have your precious metals, have your foundation strong. All of these things. These are the things that I've been doing, and I'm doing here, and design how you want your life to be. One thing I can say about having a good, strong foundation is that it gives me time to think. Because one thing is, when you're holding precious metals and you're looking to do other investments, say right now, and we're going to get to the pricing of gold and things and where it's at, but gold right now is $2,000 an ounce. And say you have 10 ounces of gold. Well, you can transfer that into 20,000 fiat currency, and then you can go in and do your investment that you're going to do. You can take a loan against it, or you can sell it right out. You can buy your farmland, you can buy whatever, and it slows you down, because if you just had $20,000 in fiat, for one, it's not growing, it's losing. But if you have it sitting in gold, it's constantly protecting your investment. So that same ounce of gold, if you to purchase in 2003, it'll cost you $250. So as time moves, it's constantly protecting. Now in this cycle, if you buy it at 2,000, 4 to 5 years from now, that same ounce of gold is going to be somewhere about $5,000 to $8,000. And that's where we're going to be going. We're going to show that to you in the cycles. This is what we were showing in the power of the precious metals. So gold right now is $40 or $50 away from its all-time high. But this time it's hanging. It closed the week over 2,000. It's been in 2,000 all week. It hasn't done this before. So when the banks failing started kicking in, gold went from $1,700, boom, $100, $200. The last 3 weeks, gold had moved about $200 to $300. Okay, and this it's just showing us and telling us, even on the physical side, when I talk to the bullion dealers, it's 300% has gone up. But even in the digital side, the small banks, the trust companies, they diving in to the safe havens because the fear factors is going on. So these are the things that we have to look for. Now, gold is already in a bull cycle. It's amplified now, from the seed, it's amplified. From the Javiton, it's amplified. From the bank situation, it's amplified. From BRICS, all the other countries getting together and tearing together and bypassing the dollar, petrodollar that's been used around the world to convert into a dollar before they can buy a commodity. They bypassing all of that. So you have all of these formulas, all the spending, all the trillions that they spent in the last 2 to 3 years. So all of this is a formula for silver, gold, and platinum to fly high. And it's been on the boiler. So you want to be able to take a seat and benefit from all the perspectives, not just one, not just holding the physical. You're going to benefit from that. You're going to benefit from the stock perspective, the digital perspective. You're going to benefit from when these prices go up, you got to understand something, that the masses begin to buy whatever they can buy, whether it's jewelry, anything that's have anything to do with silver or gold, they're looking to buy. And what's going to happen is it's going to be hard to get. It's going to be hard to get, because when they roll this CBC dollar and they fade out the paper currency, the only true currency, the only true money is going to be left is silver, gold, and platinum. So if there's no more paper, what you going to trade hand to hand? You're only left with precious metals. So silver, that's why I suggest people to buy grains, because you can ration it out. Oh, 3 grams, 4 grams, 5 grams. So I'm talking to the farms here, and I'm asking them, if it comes a time, would you take silver? They say, yeah, because they understand precious metals. The banks here still take gold and silver. So they understand the nature of real money. So what I'm saying is, the setup, 5 to 10 years, there will be no paper currency.
Right.
Okay. That's where it's headed. So you're not going to have people, when silver and gold go up, you're not going to have them just saying, you know what, I'm going to sell. Yeah, they may sell to get farmland. They may sell to get certain things that they want to get. But a lot of people are going to hold that, because there's nothing else. When the paper dollar goes, there's nothing else to trade.
Right.
Amongst man to man, woman to woman, or woman to man. There's no personal money. So this is your money. This is God's money, Big Mama money. She's coming back and saying, look, y'all got to get it together.
Get it.
Get back to nature.
Get back.
Because she going to be the only thing left standing. Okay? So if you want to do a deal, we got to get these banks together. So this is what this whole thing is about. Listen, the plan is not for the next day. It's 5 to 10 years down. This is how we look at things.
The long game.
The long game.
People talk about wealth and they try to mimic the language of wealth, like they live that life. And I'm like, y'all not even, you trying to sound like it, but you're not even talking about wealth is 10 years and up planning.
Yes.
They play, wealth plays the long game. Wealth don't play this shit that y'all be playing, the sneaker game and all of that stupid shit. That's not wealth. That's, y'all, you know what I mean? We breaking a generational wealth. All right, show me your 100-year generational wealth breaking plan. Show me the 100. Show me what you finna be doing in 21, 23.
Yes.
Other than that, just stop the cap, bro. Because I'm going to call it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to step on that.
Yes.
I don't even want to hear that. You're not wealthy, bro. You're nigga rich. You know what I'm talking about? And that shit dries up like the PPP check. You see what they did with that. Let's stop all of that wealth. You're not wealthy because you don't even have a wealthy mind. A wealthy mind can peer into the future and clearly see what they finna do. And you have multiple variables already planned out. All right, if this don't work, then we go in this route. If that don't work, then we're gonna pivot and go this route. If that don't work, then we're gonna pack up and go here. That's wealth talk. But let's continue, please.
Yes. So this is where we're going. See, we have to come to grips of, it's clear as day where they want to lead us. And it's clear as day what is the righteous path, you know? And we have to get on that side of the righteous path, because this is important, you know? And again, there's only winners when you stack precious metals. You cannot say that about any digital processing of speculation. When you have precious metals It's only winners, because it doesn't matter about the price. Money is three things. Money, it has to be three things: conducive to your well-being, stands the test of time, and portable. So gold, silver, platinum covers all of that. It's conducive to our well-being. Silver is the number 2 used commodity on earth. All right. Oil is number 1. Silver is the number used 2 commodity on earth. What does that mean? It means that this call cannot go down without silver.
Fact.
The car, the refrigerator, the purification, the plants that's growing outside. All of these things need that conduit, that electric energy of silver. Platinum is a purifier. It's in the catalytic converters. It's an exhaust system. So when you go through emissions with your car and it has platinum or palladium in it, it's cutting down the exhaust and it's purifying all of that toxic exhaust that's coming out. So look at all the applications for air purification. You can get your inventions on. You know, so all of this is where we're going. It's not about how much digital currency a person has in the future that's going to make them rich. It's about the amount of the precious metals they have and the science mind resource of how to use it. Okay? How to use it. And this is where the inventions is gonna come. So as you hold this precious metals and you study it, it's going to take time for you to get back and to open up that DNA, that sleepy DNA that's in you, and say, oh, wow, I can do this with this. Oh, wow, I can do this with this. Right. Oh, wow, I can do this with this. So we have to get back to the precious metals. I can't stress that enough, because people just think, oh, it's for me just to hold, and when the price go up, I'm gonna get rich. Sure, but you get rich and richer in the applications. Right. That's the wealth. And being a bank and being sovereignty and holding it and being able to pull fiat off of it, you know, and this is, you have to understand that fiat is free. Someone can go in and type that into a computer. Right. Out of thin air. Out of thin air. And then the people that's not able to do that has to go and create sweat labor to work for that. So what is that system? That's slavery, and that is a trick system, because your sweat equity and your time is an asset that could be proven, right? Yes. You are giving off a certain type of kinetic energy that can be captured. Yes. And you're doing it for what is known as an object that is not even alive like that. It is intangible. It doesn't have a life force in it. Like there you go. It can't get up and move and whatnot. It doesn't have a life force. Gold and silver have a life force. They have a use case to it. Yes. Paper does not. Let's get it clear. It is that's the biggest. That is the biggest, one of the biggest. And to move forward, we have to get away from the spell. It is the Wizard of Oz. That's one of the biggest spells that they have on humanity, that we are working. Sweat equity. That's what I was bringing up a few weeks ago, where I was like, look, y'all want to talk crazy about AI, but AI is allowing me to do what? Stop toiling like a slave, because people are so used to slavery, they want to put you into slavery. And I'm like, nah, I'm chilling. I'm talking to the computer. I ain't even typing no more. I'm just living a soft life. My feet is up. I'm just like, yo, Chat GPT. You know what I'm saying? Tell me something nice. And it's spitting ideas and it's doing things for me. And I'm like,
in the future, we're going to be able to generate our lives. We're going to be able to generate intellectual property and assets, and we're not going to break our backs for it. I ain't with none of that. None of that.
What you're saying is that you see the contrast is two things going on there. It's showing us that we're gods, for one, and if you're going to use the AI, the use case is not going to be about digital currency, because now you got to put your other hat on. So all this is on automatic. So now you're going to put your other hat on with your hands and inventions. That's when the precious metals come into play, the molding, the sculpturing, the ideas. This is how AI was created. So one of the things I do, and a lot of people in the metaphysics, they don't talk about this much. They talk about alchemists turning lead into gold, but they don't tell you the basic foundation. Fundamental means foundation. So let's get to the fundamental alchemistry, turning lead into gold. When the fiat comes through the digital or paper, you transfer the fiat into silver or gold. Then you have real energy. So if you're gonna play the game of sweat equity, at least transfer it into real energy. Now you have power, because now you can go in and do your magic. You see what I mean? When I go out here and ground in the dirt, in the garden, and do yoga, whatever I'm doing, I'm grounding. The precious metals is the same thing. It's grounding. It's grounding the energy. Yeah. So when you do your magic, when it bounces, boom, it shocks and amplifies.
Hold on. Damn, you about to make me go get my stack of ancestor money and throw that shit. I'm about to so you mean to tell me, hold on. So for all of these rituals that we've been doing, blood rituals, the sisters on their periods, and brothers is retaining their seeds and doing all of these manifestations, but you focusing on the fiat, which is a debt note that's not really like that, with the face of Andrew Jackson and George Washington on it. Whereas you could have been tapping into the real money, which is the silver and the gold, and that's the real man. Oh my God.
That's the current. That's the electric charge. That's the Kundalini energy. You said this is so, this is what I'm talking about, in metaphysics. And when we're teaching, we got to bounce it off the periodic table. So gold, AU79. In the physical form, is condensed sunlight. In the medical physical form, it's your aura, it's your soul, it's your sun. In Portuguese, the word sun is soul. In Portuguese, the word soul is alma, So all of these things are connected. So when you hold in the physical, your online metaphysical comes online. And this is the science of building with the precious metals, because it's a living entity. So it begots more. So when you have silver, it begots gold. When you have gold, it begots platinum. When you have platinum, it begots palladium and begots rhodium. Rhodium right now is $7,500 an ounce. It went up to $30,000. When I was telling y'all last year, I brought rhodium at $1,400. It went up to $30,000. So when certain precious metals go up, certain precious metals go down. I trade in and out based upon the cycles. I don't get rid of my precious metals. I trade in and out between the precious metals because I want the energy. If I do get rid of it, I'm making a huge move. Farmland, house, whatever. or something that's going to bring a strong income stream to get that gold or silver or platinum back that I put up. So those for the metaphysical heads, this is the foundation of metaphysics. And if AU 79, PT 78 platinum, AG 47 silver, CU 29 copper, all playing off the periodic table. This is the bounce. So you bounce it off the periodic table, and then you bring it up to the metaphysical form of energy, 4th, 5th, 6th dimension, or whatever. So if you're not holding precious metals, you're not really understanding the science of high metaphysics. You're not really understanding the science of economics. You're not really understanding the science of money. So, you know, these are the things that we're going to go over. And man, these 2 months are going to be fire, you know. Yes, sir. Can you hear me? Brother Red is having some situations with hearing me, but you know, sign up for the Patreon class. This is key. Come in at the 44 tier. We're gonna kick this off next week. We're gonna go right in. We're gonna have the charts up. We're gonna have a lot of different things up for y'all to see clearly. I want to bring. Can you hear me now, Red? Can't hear me? I want to bring up something that Nike and Tiffany did together.
I saw that. That was fire.
Yeah. Yes. And see, we was talking about that in the class, you know, incorporating silver into the clothing, into the sneakers, into various things. So when Tiffany and Nike did that collaboration, they sold out those sneakers in 1 hour.
Immediately. That's a collector's item.
Yes, the collector's item. So in the class, we're going to be expanding on that, because you got to understand, we was giving y'all the tip before it hit. That's just the tip of the iceberg. You know, you're going to see a lot of that going on.
Can you speak to this real quick? Drinking gold, silver, platinum, and palladium, copper. Do you know people who tap into that aspect? I mean, I'm drinking gold, you know, I drink the gold.
Yes.
I drink this like quarter waters, you know what I'm saying? I'm serious. They like take 2 drops. I'm like, I'm taking 2 swigs. I'm about to put that in one of them wino bottles and have it in a French coat where I just be swigging it.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you're the colloidal silver, the colloidal gold, the atomic gold. You know, you able to, you know, when you're holding it, sure, you can buy it. You're able to get into your kitchen. When the silver is a natural biotic, it basically certain germs cannot live on silver.
Right.
So, you know, those, again, the applications is crazy for income streams. In my book, I talk about the application. The gentleman had a cleaning company and he was working in the blood labs.
Yes.
So if you got colloidal silver, you can clean with that. You can drink it. You can spray it on your face. It's the most biodegradable cleaning solution that you can have for yourself, for your family, in your homes. And you can create income streams with it because those lanes are wide open.
We was in Atlanta spraying people down during the C-19 scare with the silver bullet.
The silver bullet.
It was lines. They was lined up and we was just spraying them on their foreheads and everything.
There you go. There you go. So, you know, those for people that's in those industry, the cleaning industry, the food industry. If you're a chef, okay, you should have a bottle of that colloidal silver, you know, wiping your things off, wiping your utensils off.
Yes.
You know, if you're a chef, you should be whipping up with silver forks, silver spoons, turning up that energy, copper bowls, all of that. So all of these are applications, you know, that's what we're talking about. You know, the basic
Indian restaurant serve you faucet water in a copper cups. You know what I mean? I poured it on the floor one day. Like, you know, I understand that y'all trying to turn tap water. They was in Harlem. I'm like, I know I see y'all niggas trying to turn tap water into spring water, but this is not it. Like, I'm yeah. Y'all niggas is bringing out copper cups. Tap water. I poured that out. Like, you know, astaghfirullah. Like, we need to stop doing that. But yeah, I'm like, why do they use copper cups, but the Jamaicans ain't using copper cups? And you know, our brothers and sisters, they got the vegan spots. You know what I mean? Why they not? They selling nutritional yeast and some other things, no copper. You know what I mean? Where's the copper utensils? Yes. So it's like, if we gonna live this shit, let's live it all the way. Let's stop penny pinching, because you know they charge a premium in America for vegan food. I don't know about where you at, but a vegan plate is a membership on Patreon. You gonna pay $40. You gonna pay $30. I don't care what you buying out here. Not dead ass. But they're not. They're giving you plastic spoons. They giving you that shit that got estrogen in it, BPA and all of that. I'm like, where's the investment? If I'm paying all of this money, why y'all still y'all? I don't want no plastic. Where's the bottles? Not dead ass. Where's the copper? Where's the silver? Y'all just robbing us. You got me paying in the Jamaican restaurants. I'm paying all of this for what? I'm paying $30 for what? Yeah. And you're not even giving me big portions. Sure. So somebody got to go talk to slutty vegans and all of the other people out here just in, you know, they cosplaying vegans. They out here playing and y'all playing along with it. But at the end of the day, the people is going to suffer, not the business. The people suffering. And nobody want to open up their mouth and say nothing. And I'm like, y'all wilding. I'm not playing this game. I'm going to the decal farmers market. And I'm not buying nothing from these other people no more till they get their shit together, because they faking the funk. You know what I mean? They not even giving us the right utensils. But go ahead. My rant is done.
No. I mean, you know, it's the China closet. You talking utensils, the China closet, and the whole idea is that you constantly, if you're going to buy something, and this is the old school. Big Mama had the China closet, the silver spoons, the silver forks, the silver, you know, certain guests come over, she pulling it out, wiping it off. But that was her bank at the same time, you know, and that's what we got to get back to. You know, I had the cups, you know, as I was drinking the cups, I'm going to bring the cups back out. I have the forks, I have the spoons, I have the bowls. I have ashtrays, you know, do my burnings, all these things.
Good brother, you know. Can you show us like a silverware? I don't want to take you off of your thing and whatnot, but I remember we demonstrated before, you know. I want to bring, you know what I'm saying? You the OG and whatnot. Some of us, you know, we have an uncle and whatnot. We need the OG to show us let me how to eat properly, how to carry ourselves. You know, grown man business. That's grown man business, ladies. Leave an emoji in the chat. Yeah. You go on a Tinder date. Yeah.
I mean, this
know,
is
let me know how and whatnot.
You know, here's a silver bowl right here. You know, here's the silver forks and spoons. Okay. So, you know, this is what we at. You know, I went in the kitchen. This is daily use.
You smell me? Them babies could be born with silver spoons in their mouth for real.
Yeah, and that's the whole idea. As you surround yourself around this wealth, I have, soap dish, everything I can get my hands on. I want to be touching silver constantly. When I wake up, wash my face, I'm touching silver, everything. So
you got silver buttons on your shirt, correct?
Silver buttons on my shirt,
What we doing?
I got the silver, got the silver buttons. So we live in it, we displaying it, and that's the energy. That's the shock. So when you playing on this level again, to manifest, to bring things in this 3D realm becomes quicker, more sequence. You can really see it. You can see it unfold. The sequence is crazy. You know?
You saying that for the brothers, especially the brothers and sisters out there, we need to get on our Anunnaki shit and just start putting that gold on? That's what you saying?
Yeah, look, man.
With you.
Yeah.
When I was younger, right.
That's
they say that when you young, you are I don't like using the word unconscious. When I was young, I was conscious, unconscious.
Sure.
Let's just put conscious in front of it. But I used to have gold teeth.
Yes.
Right? I had a Gucci link. You know what I'm talking about? I had a gold watch. You know, I had, and then I transferred to red gold because I liked the way that it contrasted with my complexion.
There you go.
So I was able to manifest everything.
Yes.
And I wasn't doing much. Like I wasn't.
That's right.
I was not working as hard as I be working today. You know what I'm
talking
about?
There you go.
I put in about 2 hours of work a day, and I was good for the rest of the week. Damn near. You know what I mean? Like I'm letting y'all know. I was on a tightrope though. You know what I mean? It was like a Squid Game. You know what I mean? I was flirting with death, but I was a manifester. I was like, I want to meet that little nigga again. You know what I mean? Because I was Little Meech in these streets. You know what I mean? I had Little Meech energy. And now when I look back on it, I was like, was it the gold? Was it the platinum that we were wearing? You know what I mean? Like, because we had diamonds, we had gold, we had platinum, we had all of these things at a younger age, and things was just coming to us without us even trying. We were attracting women, we were more magnetic. So I'm saying all of that to say, for our people who've converted into consciousness, you know, could we go back into that? Oh, somebody said that they just subscribed to the Patreon. The $44 tier is up there. It's called Rainbow Opal, right? It's called Rainbow Opal. That's the tier. It's $44. It gives you access to our good brothers' weekly classes that we're going to be doing every quote unquote strong. I don't like the word week. Every strong. We'll be doing this for 8 strongs, and we're going to be giving up big information, industry secrets and whatnot. He's going to take you on a ride that y'all all deserve to be on. For my $99 Patreons and everybody, 50, y'all good. Y'all automatically grandfathered in. For anybody that wants to be a part of this, you know, invest in yourself. That's all I'm going to say. It's the Invest Fest. Invest in yourself. We don't have to tell you why. Right? So question to you is, for brothers and sisters who want to put the gold back on, who want to trace themselves with the copper, I mean, you know, with the copper and the gold and the silver and whatnot, even though we're considered to be conscious, is that what you're saying? Is that part of our magic right now? Yeah, see, this is old ancient magic. This is, you know, I have a book here with the, let me just grab this book. I need to show this. I need to show this because, see, we you said something key. We went into this conscious and this subconscious world, and we forgetting why we wore this stuff. Okay, this is the book. I read this daily. African Gold, 2-3 pages a day. This is like my Bible, and the thing is, Red, when you put this stuff on, automatically, or you bring it around you,
your gold and silver, platinum on inside of your body come online. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Oh, we back. You know what I'm saying? We back. The kings are back. So I was rocking 24 karat gold. I put a 3.5 ounce platinum chain on. The pull on this is crazy. It's boom.
Right.
You know,
they told me to silver on one hand, copper on the other.
Sure.
To
but
create, to create
to create the spear. So now with this is the thing. So when this book, the reason why they wore gold, one of the reasons why they wore gold, and I'm gonna break this down as much as I can. When you go into the Intel chip in the computer, they go all the way up to the biggest chip and they scrapping the chips. They go in there. I study the chips. The chip that has the most gold holds the most data, costs the most, is the most money.
Facts.
Okay. Facts.
Quantum computers got gold. Yeah, quantum. You can't run a quantum computer without them gold chips.
So when the king, the queens, they was wearing gold, they representing the quantum computer that's going on, coming online. That's what you was doing when you was young. You was coming online unconsciously. So you was just doing your magic unconsciously.
That's why I call it conscious, unconscious, because something was working, and it was working more than it's working. You know, when people become conscious. Exactly, because what happens when they become conscious, they conscious of it, and it collapse. Right, collapse. It collapses. It's like it gets so gross. Right. Into the 3D, they keep collapsing it because they keep thinking about it. You're observing it, right? Yes, but when we just put it on, and you said, I'm just doing me. Right. Everything is good. You do whatever do, and then bam, before you know it, it's just show up because you put it in, and you in the moment now. You're presently present. Yes. You're being, right? You're being not it around waiting. You're being, there you go. They say it's in you and not on you. Yes. Right. And you know when they say that you don't sit around and watch vegetables grow, like the farmers don't sit there and watch the year. They plant it and go. There you go. They plant it and go. They say they seances when they planting it. They singing their music. They twerking and whatnot. They tilling the soil. They dancing. They singing BB King and Blue. Oh, I had it. It's on. So yeah, this is energy. Yeah, this is what we have to realize. We're so far away from that. So with the copper, it's fine, but it's no copper. That Intel is not what it is because of copper. The Intel is not what it is because of silver. It's what it is because of the gold. The gold is to get to the gold. And the platinum and the higher, deeper, heavy energies. Silver, pure gold does not tarnish or rust. Pure platinum does not tarnish or rust. Yes. So when you're dealing with something like that, you're dealing with a energy that's so resilient, it doesn't need anything. It grows and feeds off its own self. It keeps recycling its own self. It's no leaching at all. Right. It's that power source of energy that's everlasting. So if you transfer, say, Brother Red, say, okay, I've been doing the copper thing. Okay, you know what? Let me peel these off. Let me peel the silver off. Yeah, hold up. Hold up. Let me peel the silver off. Let me strip down. And let me go to the shop, go see the brother, and make me
a 1 ounce 24 karat gold ring
Yes.
and make me a 24 karat gold chain and see what that do.
Right.
That's a direct current. You the Intel chip.
Right.
You dude here.
Right. Big dog. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You dude here. So
Yeah, big
my
monster.
point is those things work with the copper and the silver, but we gotta upgrade platinum, gold, palladium, rhodium.
Yes.
Yes, the silver is the gateway drug.
It's the gateway. It gets you in. It's the key.
It keep you there. The ratio right now, it takes 80 ounces of silver to get 1 ounce of gold. So,
Right.
boom, you're accumulating that silver, boom. But you're going towards the gold. So, simplified. When I was talking to you last year, I said, I was playing around with you. I said, Red, what's your look? You were saying this, and that. I'm hitting around. It might be time for a little switching up.
Yeah. I feel you, man.
You see what I mean?
Nah, I really, that's my language right there. You know what I'm saying? We gonna internalize that.
Yeah.
And we gonna make some adjustments. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna make some adjustments. I probably would have looked real good with that watch on that you gave away for $7,500. You could have started there.
Yeah.
I was doing the workshop and I was in the running too. You know what I'm saying? I played the sweepstakes as well.
Yeah. We got some watches coming, we got some watches coming, but again, let's get back to the basic science. This is look, this is a platinum bracelet, okay? Yes. It's about 2 ounces.
Yes.
It's clean. It's very low key. Platinum is mystical. You don't even know what it is.
Right. You don't need that much of it either.
No, you don't need much. But the pull is crazy. The energy is crazy, and it's a high that you won't believe.
Right.
And that's what when you playing around with these precious metals and these high-end stones. It's a science technique. You basically using these things as instruments, as tuning up.
Yes.
And when you go out, you're tuning up in these higher frequencies, these higher energies of recognizing you, and you pulling that data, bam, and you're going directly to it. What happens is a lot of people don't understand when you're wearing copper, you're wearing silver, sometimes the static in the copper is not as clean. So what happens? Copper moves like this.
Right.
Silver moves like this.
Right.
A little smoother. When you hit those forks together, you'll hear this tone. Gold moves like this.
Right. Like a
it's
wave.
Real smooth. It just is boom. Platinum the same way. So if you want to slide up in there and be
Which one moves like this?
That's the platinum and that's the gold.
That's something above it though. Rhodium don't move like that.
Could be a rhodium, but it's all the it's all those elements. It's the atomic gold that runs like that. That's the gold that's in us.
Yes.
And when that comes online, all we doing, you all, is coming online. So when you're surrounded around the royalties, gold, silver, platinum, you're constantly pushing to come online.
Right. It's like Wi-Fi. You connect.
Yeah. So, it becomes a little bit more simpler, easy to manifest, to bring in, and to get things done. It becomes cake work. So 90% of the time I leave out, I don't take my cell phone. That's balling.
Right.
That's wealth.
Right.
That's wealth because I'm there. So I'm out 3-4 hours. I'm there. Everyone else, 99% of the people are looking down. So what does that mean? You got the ups.
You got the ups. You got one up on them.
You got one up on them. And you got the precious metals on. So you hearing all kind of stuff is coming to you.
Right.
It's big. It's you tap in. So
because the phone is gonna mess up the frequency. Is gonna disrupt. You keeping it more pure as you go into the ecosystem. You know what I mean? And you wrapped up in nature, right?
Yes.
Which is the precious metals.
Yes.
You a legend.
Yes. So it's levels to being wealthy. It's by design. It's where you want to live, how you want to eat, how you want to move, how you want to free yourself, how you want to be free. Yeah. All of these levels. I know cats, in fiat, they hit millions. But I'm like, yo, come on through for a week or two. Man, all this stuff going on, man. I can't. Yeah, I can't get away. Stay there. They got
fiat. It's a debt note. So imagine what a person with $1 billion in debt note is. You're not free, fam. You think you're not free versus somebody with $1 billion in gold deposits and whatnot. Let's really conjure and think about that. Whatever your contract is, whatever relationships, whatever you've done to accumulate $1 billion in fiat, which is debt notes, you owe somebody $1 billion. You're really in debt, right? When they sign you to a record deal, oh, they signed Cash Money to $30 million. Nigga, they was $30 million in debt. And y'all was celebrating that. So they had to squeeze them young boys to give them all kind of material, albums. They broke the artists and whatnot, washed them up, put them on dope, locked them up, all kind of things in order to cover that debt.
Sure. It's a slave
about that. That's why people who have all that fiat is somewhat miserable.
Yes. Yes, it's a balancing act, and the whole thing is very simple. You're going directly to the current, and you're getting with the current. You keep accumulating the current, and then you get into your magic.
Right. Fine.
And then you manifest whatever you want to manifest. But the whole thing is you're constantly buying your freedom, and that's what a lot of people have to understand. Because I hear this over and over, I give you a quick example. So my lifestyle here, I rent the place.
Right.
Fine. Rent the place. The guy, doctor from Austria.
Right.
It's a small castle.
Right.
All right. I live below my means, but I bring value to the place.
Right.
So moringa trees is growing. This is growing now. He come back, man, what the fuck? Cataloo is growing. Oh, shit. So you bring value to the place, and then other things open up. He's telling me about, man, I got this land over here. Oh, perfect. I built a house over there. Or I got this over there. So what happens is when you're in nature, put it this way, all property is theft. Karl Marx. All property is theft. Right? So it becomes as though you don't have to per se own anything. You're just a keeper of it anyway.
Right. Don't own it.
You don't have to own it. You can own it if you can own the land, own the land, But your sovereignty is in the precious metals, and that power of it, wherever you at, is yours anyway. Because your presence is so powerful. It's like, man, whatever you want to do, go ahead and do. It's a pool here, it's a sauna here. I'm not bragging. I'm just showing you all that you design your own fucking life.
That's right.
And it starts with the foundation and the precious metals, so that way you can sit back and see everything and be able to go outside without your cell phone and just sit and watch. And you'll get ahead. So, this class is heavy. We're back again. you know, and
In the building.
yeah, we're back in the building, and we got some things to share.
Yeah.
And this is a look, you all gonna get wealthy. Whoever signed up for this class, you instantly wealthy.
They said they don't want to be wealthy. They just want that glow. They want to know.
They want that glow.
Yeah, they want to know where that glow comes from.
I can turn the light off and it's still glow.
You know what I mean? They want that glow. You know what I mean?
You can get it. The glow is the precious metal
glow. Look, man. It's a different type of glow. Y'all playing with it. You know what I mean? Some of y'all grandparents, fathers, and you know, family members, they was glowed up and whatnot. There was a certain calm to them.
Yeah.
There was a certain prestige to them.
Yes.
Talking about probably couldn't even read and write and whatnot, but they was real men. You know what I mean? Grandmothers and family members with them gold teeth and them bangles and whatnot. They had a certain way that they carried themselves and whatnot. It's a certain dignity that comes when you got that foundation and whatnot. You know what I mean? We're not talking about being, you know, we talking about the complete opposite of lack.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you know, they can fix anything in the house, you know. That's how, you know, our uncles and parents, they would get down, you know. So, listen, come on in. It's only winners on this side.
Right. That part.
It's only winners on this side. It becomes simplified. It's an aha moment. And come on in for 2 months. And let's see how it rolls out, you know.
Sister Kafunya want to know, when does it begin?
When we're gonna begin? We're gonna begin next week, or when we're gonna start, Red?
Let me see. What day is good for you?
I'm flexible, man. I'm flexible, you know.
Yeah. We'll be on Thursday.
You know.
I'll let you know, man. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
As early as tomorrow, as late as Monday. That part.
Yeah, because hopefully I come back on Melanated Mondays, do a little broadcast or whatever. So if we do it, whatever day you want to do it on.
Yeah, but we rolling it out very soon, y'all.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Roll on in.
Yeah. This is a pivot that y'all are gonna see moving forward. We're gonna start bringing a lot of people. Know the Ledge is transitioning into what is known as a platform. This has been me and Blue Pills, you know, house for a minute, but as we're opening up our house and turning this platform more into a network. So you're gonna see us begin to do what we did with Know the Ledge Radio, and that's connect with our network and bring value to our audience and whatnot. So tomorrow is going to be a debut of a hip-hop. We got a hip-hop show featuring Source God and his wife, Purple, right? So they're going to come through and they're going to do a show where they'll be reviewing God hop music and things of that nature. That debut will happen mañana. That's going to be on the YouTube channel, and Source God also is going to be doing the School of Source, and he also is going to be teaching through the Patreon as well. And he teaches the children and the parents, right, on multiple topics. This time is going to be dealing with the mastery of mathematics and whatnot. So brother NKIRU, he's also going to be bringing this high level, quote unquote, precious metal, real money talk. You know, I'm talking about real money, not that fiat, not that fake ish, you know, not that white star, real money. You know what I mean? Real currency. You know what I'm saying? Real wealth, economics.
Economics. Yes, sir.
Economics. So for everyone that's a part of our Patreon is signed up on that tier to be students and whatnot, you would definitely be informed at least a day before we debut our classes for the masses. And I thank everybody in ahead of time for themselves investing in themselves, you know. So I'm excited about it because you just planted a seed in my mind. I'm looking at myself on my Mr. T. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, it's because the elements is to play with.
That's right.
It's to play with, and you have when you rock certain things for so long, and you got to play. You got to get into the playground and play with it. I just popped my silver crown on.
That's fire.
You saw got 10 ounces. This 10 ounces of silver. Shout out to brother Michael from London. He put this together. Okay.
On a Atlanta 100 degrees day.
Yeah.
I could just see myself, bro. I mean, I would cut the lawn with that on. Like I would work out. I would get physical because the idea is to sweat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The idea is to quote unquote you have to exert.
Yes.
Quote unquote, kinetic energy and whatnot. And then when the sun connects with the precious metal, you're exerting energy, you're sending out energy, it's gonna give back. And it's that's fire right there.
So Michael came through this your platform. So you have some powerful people, man, that's coming through the platform. This brother, this is the London crew. Now, this brother, I'm telling you straight, man, this brother is a good brother. He said, man, I'm gonna crown you. You're a prince.
Right.
He sent this to me. This was a gift.
Right. As it should be. You know what I mean? You earned that.
Yes.
You earned the leisure. You know what I'm talking about? The gifts that come from the network is similar to how we would deal with each other when we were in abundance. I would travel miles just to bring you gifts.
Yes.
Because of how you was putting on and whatnot. That's the parables that we see when we read in these religious texts and whatnot. Yes, that really was happening, y'all. People really get on planes with boxes and bags full of goods and bring it to people who they appreciate.
Yeah. So he put this on the plane, man, and it's 10 ounces of pure silver woven, hand woven.
Yeah, it's majestic.
And the thing is off the hook. The energy is off, is fire.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fire, man. So I'm saying this to show the brother came up so much from the class. I just talked to him several days ago, and he stacked up. He got gold, silver, platinum, and he said, man, this is powerful, and it's direct and it's straight, because he's I guess Michael was in his early 60s, late 50s. So he don't have time to play. Same with me. I'm 54. I don't have time to play around the shit that don't work.
That's right. I'm 74. You know what I mean? You did?
Shit that don't work. No.
Yeah, I got no time, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's you right there, King. That's you right there. I would say that, not to take away the gold from you and whatnot, but just with the white beard and the silver is so, when they say when you're 75, that's your silver anniversary. So like, that silver, that platinum, that's given right there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Did you walk through Brazil with that?
Absolutely. I'm mad.
Fellas, you a legend.
Man, I'm from fire. I'm fire here, man. Come on.
Be more. Yeah, you can walk in. You be like, what you looking at? You know what I mean? Once they hear to you, they're gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry, my friend.
Let me spit a little Portuguese. Tudo bem? Muito obrigado para você, Red Pill. Muito obrigado para você. Muito gentes. E muitas gentes muito bom. Energy muito fundo.
Yes.
I said, thank you very much, for Red Pill inviting me, bringing me back on the show. All the good people. I really enjoyed you all. We're going to go in deep, We're going to go in deep.
Yes, sir.
That's I'm really excited about this, man. This is
I was gonna ask Chat GPT to translate that, but you did it for me. So
yeah.
that's right. Multiple.
You know,
No,
and your trip to Africa is right on time, man. So
we're coming to Brazil after that. I
right.
meant to talk to you about that too. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but you know, a few of us want to come and hang out with you. We're gonna visit you in Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Once you know, if they would let us in, I know they the bricks and whatnot. They gonna feel a kind of way about our passport. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Well, you know,
Africa coming up.
Yes.
We're gonna go to the continent. We actually going, and it's so interesting that you are here now with this information, because we're going on over 100 plus acres of land that was gifted to an American sister. A sister was gifted from the kings of these villages and whatnot, and they gave her all mineral rich land.
Yes.
One of the first times I've seen that in my living lifetime and whatnot. And she's going to be bringing us to Africa with her on a trip. I'm going to be one of the ambassadors on that trip to bring my network with us so we could talk real talk. We ain't playing no what if games and whatnot. This real life. We really go into the continent, and we really go into some mineral rich lands and whatnot. And we really going to go and make some big moves and whatnot and connect some dots.
So we're gonna prep y'all for that.
Yeah, I think I might have you there too, NKIRU. We might really, because you're the horologist. So I would love to bring you on this Africa trip. You know what I mean? I might sponsor that. But listen, I want you to, you know, let the people know once again about this. You know, what are the benefits of this class? Why would they, you know, why are they gonna sign up for this monthly Patreon? What is it going to benefit them, and what do they have to look forward to, my good brother?
Absolutely. You know, the three main things in here is building the foundation with the precious metals, how to stack, how to reprogram yourself to be consistent, to knowing that this is real money, because you have to understand that you're running a program, because I was running it for 40 something years. And you got to break that program. And that's the way you do it. You consistently buy silver and gold. You consistently reach that physical. The second thing we're going to be doing is going into charting, going into the mining, the royalty stocks, going into the digital, and showing you all the waves, the cycle that we're in, and capitalizing on that bull cycle. And taking that fiat and compounding it back into physical. So, you know, the thing is with this class, is you're going to get paid so many times. You're going to get paid just by holding it.
Yes.
Okay. You're going to be enriched. You're going to enrich your life by holding it. You're going to create a stronger currency just by holding it. When you start playing with the mining stocks, you're not off into something else that's not precious metals. You're right there with it. So it's a part of you.
Right.
So when you take your winnings from that stock and you bring it back and you buy more physical gold and silver, that's called a compound.
Compounding. Yes.
So we're going to show you. Yes, we're going to show you about compounding. We're going to show you about ratios, how to trade out. Right now, it takes 80 ounces of silver to buy 1 ounce of gold. So if you stockpile silver, and when that ratio drops to 35, your buying power to trade out, now you get 2 ounces of silver. Beautiful. Gold for that 80 ounces of silver that you have. Beautiful. So that's another compounding based upon ratios. We're going to teach you how to see that, how to look for that, and how to trade in and out with that. And then we're going to go into the applications of precious metals, how to use your bank, how we can bank between us, peer to peer, bank to bank, how to create a trust with precious metals, how to create income streams with your precious metals via application, via bank holding, via art, via sculptures, via many things. So the compounding is off, is to a whole nother level. You know, so those are the three things that you're gonna be dealing with, and then the metaphysics of it.
Yes.
Studying the metaphysics of it and learning how to amplify and speed up your manifestations.
I love it. I love it. I can't wait.
Okay. So
And
that's what we're dealing with.
Yeah, that's right in alignment with this spring season, the new year, going into summer, when that sun is going to be feeding us and kissing us, and you know, shining on our investments. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So shining that precious metal. I'm gonna surprise you. I ain't even gonna say no. I'm a man of a few words, but I got you. I got you on the element of surprise coming up very soon and whatnot.
Okay.
Sister Kafunya is in the building. I want to connect you with Sister Kafunya. She has some beautiful things going on. She contacted me earlier after we did our IG live. She has a class that she does on Tuesdays and whatnot. And she's inviting you to speak to her Zoom whatnot. She got motion as well. She has a community. She has a network. She's KTL alumni going all the way back to Blog Talk. You know, that's our sister right there. Definitely.
Kafunya, shout out to you, Kafunya. Thank you. Absolutely. Be honored.
Big ups, Kafunya. So with that being said, I want to thank you for your demonstration and your presentation. To everybody else out there, there's no need to fear about any of the provocations that you see taking place in the theater. This is called the theater of war for a reason. You know, it's something to observe. Get your popcorn, but do not put your quote unquote heart. Don't feel any type of way about it. Don't take it personal. When India and China turn their backs on America, they're not turning their backs on you. You know, don't take it personal. Still go and eat Indian food, and yet still buy that Chinese iced tea, because they're not personally attacking you. They're just being responsible by saying that we want to cut the middleman out, and we're tired of other people having their hands in our pockets. And one of the biggest enemies is the people that Kanye was talking about. That's the people that America protects, and those are the people that are being turned on right now. So, you know, stay in alignment with what's true and what you know is true, and don't fall for the propaganda, because it's about fear mongering and it's about doom and gloom. And over here, we speak a different language. We talk about booms and bloom.
Yes.
It's a difference, different language, different frequency. And our precious metal is not from the middle of the mall like your man's in them. So we just a little more, you know, official over here. No problem.
I want to say one thing before I sign off, Red, that I know it's a lot of people in this community that's in the jewelry business. And if you're in the jewelry business, or you're thinking about being in the jewelry business, you 100% need to enroll into this class. If you have any products, I mean, from soaps, from clothing, any products, you want to be in this class, because the future of your products is so heavily invested with precious metals, you won't believe. You know, and you really need to get ahead of the curve. And the jewelry, have a shop on 47th Street, still there, been up on 47th Street for years. So I know the language. I speak some Hebrew, actually. So, you know, it's heavy. It's heavy. So if you want to get into the jewelry business or any products or whatever, and you want to incorporate precious metals, this is the class. And if you really want to get heavy, you want to pop up to our other tier, our 99. And so we're going to hold your hand and take you all the way as far as you want to take it.
Yes, the brother wants to know, how do you sign up? Good question. Right there is a ticker that says Patreon/Red Pillar. The link, you can find a hyperlink, meaning that you could click on a link and it will take you directly there in the description that is right under me, right in the description box. Or you could just go to Patreon/Red Pillar. I will drop the link in the bio in the comment section, as a matter of fact, right now. So you could simply click on it, and then all you have to do is basically go and sign up. There's nothing extra that you have to do. You will have access to the Patreon, which is a repository of information that will blow your mind. It's an ocean of information. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? I've been able to compile a lot of my research and my studyings while I've been in this rabbit hole since the beginning of the fiscal or the first quarter and whatnot. And I just add value. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could sell my Patreon for 100,000 bands right now and go get me some platinum teeth. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm gonna hold on to it because I'm playing the long game. I'm not thirsty and whatnot. I'm not living in lack. You know what I'm saying? I'm not living in fear. Nobody can push me right now. I'm solid. I'm standing on my solid ground because I have a foundation. I got cushion. You should want to be like that. That comes from knowing that you made the right choices and whatnot, and you can benefit off of that moving forward. So you don't want to be nervous in this day and time that we're in right now, because you're gonna have to take Pepto-Bismol, and you might, you know what I mean? It's gonna mess with your whole equilibrium. So shake the fear, shake the nervousness, shake the lack mentality, and stop telling yourself what you can't do and bet on yourself. Like the brother said, activate gold within. We all got gold and copper, silver, and all kind of things, quartz and everything. If you got blood flowing through your vein, you were quote unquote gifted. I be asking people, what is your gift? And they don't even know what to say. I'm like, you don't even know what your gift is. You don't even know what you came here prepackaged. That's like asking the iPhone 14, what do you do? And it's like, I don't know. I don't even know how to operate. You know, you got to learn your operating systems, family.
Upgrade to the Intel. Upgrade to the gold Intel chip.
Now, upgrade to that gold Intel, man. And tell yourself that you did. Not only do you deserve it, but it deserves you. You know what I'm saying? Let's shake that mentality, because the only thing that's holding us back is our mind state. I shit you not. I promise you. You know what I mean? Take it from somebody who held themselves back because of their mind state. I didn't think I was worthy. You know what I'm talking about? Because of the programming. But I'm not a victim of that anymore. And I don't even want to talk about that anymore. Let's talk about success. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a love language that real people understand. So with that being said,
yes, sir, brother.
Leave them with a last word and whatnot.
Yes. Click on sign up. It's a no-brainer. It's true energy. You know, we live in it. I'm a guy that's always loved to show and prove. So, you know, I live it. I'm not just talking it. I'm constantly living it, so you can actually feel the energy coming off me.
Right.
You know, so it's only winners over here, and it's coming back to nature. And this is the future. This is ancient future. Tap into your ancient technology. You know, your higher ancient technology. It's time to go into this whole thing with the higher end precious metals. And tap into it. You know, this is waiting for us. You say your queens, you say your kings, they wore gold. You know, that it's all here in the book.
Right.
You know, it's all here in the book.
Right.
They wore gold.
Yes. So, and the Vatican repudiated the doctrine of discovery the day that they denounce it, because it's a process. You have to repudiate something before you renounce it and whatnot. But the day that they do that, there's a museum called the Oro Museum. It is located in Europe, right? It is filled to the brim of stolen artifacts and gold from Peru. They pillaged Peru so bad. They pillaged South America so bad they was able to build a museum with the scraps that they stole. What does that mean? By the Vatican repudiating the doctrine of discovery. This is a mental exercise while we have this moon outside of our windows and whatnot. it leads to reparations and restitution. See yourself covered up in all of the precious metals that were stolen by these robber barons. See it being returned to you. See you being the
That's
quote
right.
unquote, yes, you are the recipient to your ancestors' stolen treasure and their land. The estate is yours. They're exceeding the estate and they're ready to get up off the throne because they feel us coming and whatnot. This is the mentality that I walk with. This is what our ancestors and our ancestors are on the quote unquote, they are circling. I don't want to hear about the ice wall. What about the wall of the ancestors? What about the pantheon that surrounds us? They are the ones that are gonna, they making it happen, and they are the ones who are download. They're gonna mount us and they're gonna walk us through the fire and whatnot, and they are gonna help us push this thing to the limits that we need to push it. Have faith in yourself because they are inside of you. Have faith in a higher power other than what you can see with your naked eyes and whatnot. You can only see 10% of the light spectrum. You theoretically, your ass is blind.
Yes. Let's get it on. Oh, we going all the way. This crew right here, this crew that's coming in, this class, this Patreon, this crew that's coming in is the crew. Because when y'all hit the soil of Africa, this crew is going to be with you. And this is the prep. This is the prep. You know, this is the prep, you know. So when you get on this path, you're going to be so amazed how things just gravitate to you. Precious metals is going to be flowing all over the place. People will be calling you. Mom's going to be calling. You know, I got this. You're going to be finding stuff. Yes. It's just, you know, it's just a whole journey that it's so simple. Once you get it, is look, follow the yellow brick road.
That part.
You all know the Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
Her shoes were silver. Read the book.
They was.
It wasn't glass. The yellow brick road is gold.
Right.
That's it. Okay.
Them yellow bricks was damn sure 24 carats.
Yes, indeed. So, you know, the message is always there, always underlined. So now it's time to move right up to it, move right up next to it.
Yes.
And plug up to this currency and see what happens. I see y'all. Yes, sir.
Indeed.
Thank you.
And with that being said, family, love and light, you know, that's our love language. You know what I'm talking about? And we'll leave you with a powerful music video featuring myself, our good sister, the goddess Lizzie Jeff, and the god, my good brother Jefferson. This is called Herbal Prophecies, off of an upcoming project that we will have, that we got coming later on this year, very soon to be exact. So yes, love and light, y'all. Y'all stay lit, and we will see y'all very soon. Yes. And anybody that signs up to the Patreon, you will be informed about the classes that will be coming up. All right. Peace, love, and light.
Peace.
Let's get our shit together. You've been outside lately. They did it to the weather. I'm tapping in. I'm Captain Twin. No reruns, but I'm what's happening. If you looking like you Ashton, don't be asking me for Buddha. If you try to punk me, then I'm blasting the bazookas. Bitch, I'm putting hash up in the hookah. My Dallas shooter shooting faster than the Lucas. Yeah, that mass up on the shooters. Snuck past security, crash your computers. We catch you in this curtain, slacking and we lurking, attacking and we swerving, clapping in suburban. Let's get our shit together. You've been outside lately. They did it to the weather. I'm tapping in. I'm Captain Twin. No reruns, but I'm what's happening. If you looking like you Ashton, don't be asking me for Buddha. If you try to punk me, then I'm blasting the bazookas. Bitch, I'm putting hash up in the hookah. My Dallas shooter shooting faster than the Lucas. Yeah, that mass up on the shooters. Snuck past security, crash your computers. We catch you in this
I'm a loner. My bathroom sink looking like the cover of Daytona. Super Roja my boss and process and power, I'd approach computers. Father killer, yeah, coach the shooters. The fiends say you're co-pursuiter. Rob the ops, then I post computers. Bay of pigs on the coast of Cuba. Bacon's rebellion. Lace up the Mason Margellian. Chasing the belly and pumping weight. And this horseman pumping face. Yeah, the Ichabod, sick of God. The Knickerbockers come and stick a guard. Tell him sit the season out like he's sick with SARS. KD on the next bitch. I'm AB on the meds. 5 stars, I'm AB on the head. I'm the baby bitch. I'm crazy in the head. Dr. Sadie always say, get your bread, red. Get your bread, get your bread, get your bread, red. Get your bread, get your bread, get your bread, red. Get your bread, get your bread, red.
It's the prophet and the priestess. Quay already lead this. A verbal thesis. Plant-based feast with godlike creatures. 10K features. Let's get our shit together. We ain't even really in this bitch forever. Sharing prophecies from nations of angels. Feeling dangerous. I know that I came in this planet with the angel dust. Some won't understand it, can't explain it. If you ain't about ascension, you can't hang with us. I'm surrounded by your league of extraordinary gentlemen. Thickly divination from the godliest affiliates. Hey, Dr. Save me. Do my affirmations daily. CBD with the reishi. Pussy steaming with the Reiki. What else? If you find yourself aligned in a moment of chaos, just breathe.
Cut ties like umbilical. Corporate slave no more. I started at 0. Now I'm living my ritual. Imperial, serial entrepreneur. Invested in herbs, give COVID a cure. Flip the equity, also know of artillery. Bitch, I'm ready for war. Big God energy, planetary shifter. Every day more plays. Reactionary niggas is on delay. Still waiting, acting so scary. While we skating like the parking lot's vacant. Bury artifacts, almanacs is ancient. Taking land back and we ain't waiting patient. Harvesting power pieces. Ruins rebuilt with telekinesis. Tesla black out, same color as Jesus. Doors lift like Pegasus. As we raise the consciousness. Say me what's the genesis.